Sai Leela, Episode 40 Experiences of Damu Anna. The following is a story of Damu Anna, a rich businessman, and how Saiji blessed him and was ever with him and his family. It also relieves how Saiji loved and blessed his devotees, who surrender to him completely. Saiji had told Damu Anna the names that were to be given to the first two sons, and Damu Anna had noted them down in his diary. 1 year passed thereafter, and Damu Anna's first son was born. When the boy was an infant, Damu Anna took him to Shirdi and placed him at Saiji's feet. He inquired, "Baba, what name shall I give him?" Saiji asked him, "Damya, did you forget what I had told you? In such a short time, you have noted down the name on the third page of your diary. Have I not told you to name him Daulat Shah?" As instructed by Saiji, Damu Anna named him as Daulat Shah Dattatreya Damodar, alias Nana Sahib Rasne. After a few years thereafter, the second son, Tanisha, was born. When Daulat Shah became 5 years old, Dhanu Seth took him to Shirdi for Chaul Karma. Saiji held the boy's hand in his own hand and taught him to write the word Hari. Saiji also gave guidance at the time of marriage of Daulat Shah, alias Nana Sahib Rasne. For this boy from a rich family, several proposals were coming from well-off families. One of the proposals was from his own maternal uncle, who was offering a dowry of 2,000 to 3,000. There was also proposal from poor family from Pandarapur. Due to financial conditions, the family could not offer no dowry. Damu Seth took a bunch of horoscopes to Shirdi and along with Madhav Rao went to see Saiji. Madhav Rao showed the horoscopes to Saiji and inquired which proposal should they accept. Saiji held the papers in his hand and selected the one belonging to the girl from the poor family. Accordingly, Damu Seth went with an alliance of his son with that girl. Daulat Shah's family life with his wife began on a path of happiness. Nana Sahib was childless for a long time. Earlier, he had lost 3 children due to epilepsy. His wife therefore tried to persuade him to get married for a second time. He was depressed and sad. He lost interest in family matters. In such a frame of mind, once Sai in front of Saiji's Samadhi in Shirdi and began pleading, "Baba, bless me either with a child or show me the path to Atma Kalyan." While appealing thus, his eyes welled with tears. Just then he heard a faint voice from the Samadhi, "Santan ho jayega," means you will be blessed with a child. Nana Sahib's joy did not know any bounds. He prostrated before the Samadhi. He was amazed and ecstatic, not because he was going to be blessed with a child, but with the realization that his Satguru responded to his prayers. In 1928, he bore a son. As Nana Sahib had only one son, his father Dhanu Seth prayed in front of Samadhi and Nana Sahib was blessed with the second son in 1931. Once, on the occasion of Guru Purnima, a coin of Naya Paisa dropped from Saiji's garland into Nana Sahib's hand. He preserved it with great devotion throughout his life. He carried it in the button patti of his shirt. He said, "My annual income is about 5,000. Even then, no coin in the world can match this Naya Paisa, and no value can be attached to it. It is valueless." Nana Sahib had expressed a desire that the coin should be cremated along with his body, and so was it done. Experiences of Mahado Phalse. Mahado Phalse was an old Sevakari of Baba. His real name was Madhav, but in Shirdi he was known as Maduda since his childhood. He developed an attraction towards Baba. As a young man, he served and stayed with Baba from morning till night. He was ever willing to serve Baba. He used to do lot of work sweeping the masjid, cleaning the mat on which Baba sat, filling up water in the tub, keeping it near the steps, drawing lukewarm water for Baba's bath. Anxiously wait for Baba to finish his bath and then wipe his body, clean the hundis kept in the masjid and chawdi, help Abdul Baba in lighting the lamps, look after Baba's horse, etc. There was a room adjoining the dhuni, which was used for storing firewood. Baba had with his own hands constructed almost 3/4 of one wall of that room. At that time, Maduda had assisted Baba in making mixture of mud. Baba had sacked the bricks and then plastered the wall with the mud. At the time of Baba's mortal end, Maduda handed over the chilim and satka used by Baba to Bapu Sahib Jog. Bapu Sahib had kept both these articles in his puja ghar. Later, when Bapu Sahib shifted his residence to Upasani Ashram at Sakori, he took these sacred articles with him. In due course of time, these articles have been preserved in the Sai Sansthan Shirdi. This is a story of 1936. Baba's Muslim devotee Chote Khan and Maduda Palse were sleeping in the masjid. Chote Khan heard Baba's voice saying, "Are Maduda, get up, I have to pass urine." But Maduda was fast asleep and could not get up. Next day morning, it was observed that at that place where Baba used to sit, there was a puddle of water and a sweet fragrance was emanating from there. Experiences of Sri Vinayak Sitaram Mulkar. Once I went to Shirdi via Pandharpur after duly taking darshan of Lord Pandharpur. There was a sweetmeat shop near the Madhavdhar at Pandharpur. I asked the shopkeeper to give me 1¼ share of the best pedas he had, as I had to go to Shirdi for Sai's darshan. He really gave me the best. The next day, when I reached Shirdi for Baba's darshan and offered peda, Baba said, "These pedas are from Pandharpur, aren't they? You bought them for me." I replied, "Yes, Baba. I have bought them for you. Only if you accept them, I shall be gratified." "Yes, you bought them for me," Baba said, and right away took a couple of pedas. He gave back the rest, saying, "Sri Pandharpur Prasad." The very fact that he called them pedas from Pandharpur underlines the fact that Baba was omnipresent and fulfilled his devotees' wishes without doubt. Thoughts of this benevolent figure increased my devotion day by day. Every time I went to Shirdi for Baba's darshan, another such miracle would take place. I went to Shirdi every 2 to 4 months, but there was never any hint in reaching there. Once I left for Shirdi along with the late Honorable Nana Sahib Chandorkar, who alighted at Kopargaon and bathed in the Godavari. We took tea made by Nana Sahib's Brahman there. Nana Sahib had taken 5 shares of milk with him, and there were many other pilgrims from Bombay who had come there. They too bathed in the Godavari and were arranging for tea for their families. When Nana Sahib started distributing the milk to the children, the women and children clamored for the same and created a competition. I was sitting in Nana Sahib's tonga nearby, waiting to move. As soon as Nana Sahib was seated, I told the people, "Do not trouble him. He is not an ordinary pilgrim. He is the district deputy collector and a devotee of Sai Baba." Later then, we both reached Shirdi in a tonga. It was time for Aarti. After Aarti, we prostrated in front of Baba. He looked at me and said, "So, Nana is a Pakka devotee, and what are you, a Kacha devotee?" I was surprised and remembered my words to the pilgrims in Godavari. It clearly shows how Baba gave the experience of his omnipresence at every step. Besides, he gave the benefit of his profound wisdom to his devotees, so that they were shunned any sort of consent. Just as Saint Namdev prayed to Lord Vishnu that his devotees should be devoid of pride. Similarly, Baba lovingly narrated stories to guide his devotees on the right path. Till today, I am living my life in this sanskar, experiencing the blessings of Sai Baba. It is all happening as Saint Tukaram said, simply touching the feet of the saint, the shear of greed burns away. We should place our heartfelt trust at the feet of the saint as per following Abhang of Sant Tukaram. For the paras, the hand and the feet both made of sandalwood. No part of the body is inferior to it. For a lamp there is no darkness around or within. Sugar is sweet inside out. Thus a good person, Tuka says, you shall find no flaws. So be it. We come to end of Sai Leela episode 40. Om Sai Ram.